8 days, 8 full days to rest and reset, 8 days to refresh and recalibrate, to work on finishing, to fix defensive lapses, to prepare mentally, and this is what we produce. You lot should be ashamed of yourself. Okay? If after everything that you guys have had for the whole 8 days, you guys should not have even bothered, okay, to come on the field to do anything. You only showed up for 4 minutes, after which you switched off. I mean, what the hell was that? What was that? What was that? You just keep fluffing chances after another. Like, what is that? And some people will want to come at Liam Rosino. Like, Liam Rosino is supposed to go on the field to play for them, or tell them how to play the ball, or tell them how to score, or tell them what position to occupy. 8 full days. We were on video here saying by the time they come back, the game against Burnley would be a straight win. And this is what we get. Burnley could not string 10 passes together. They could not move the ball from the back to the front. And that's the team that we ended up drawing against. The same thing we did against Leeds. We had an opportunity to put Leeds to the sword, and we ended up messing it up. Another game where it's there for the taking. Another game where we start bright, where we create chances. Another game where we just absolutely fluff everything. How many times are we going to keep doing this? We spent over £2 billion on this current squad, and we cannot do anything. We are still a team full of potentials, but nothing beyond that. 8 days, and yet we still collapsed. The first half wasn't so bad, okay, and that's what makes it even more frustrating, because they started with very good intensity. The press was coordinated. The midfield stepped high, and the fullbacks pushed up, and you could see the tempo was so good. Overloading wide areas. Neto and Palmer on the ball as much as they can, as they could possibly get on the ball. Quick vertical passes through Enzo Fernandez, and you could see the beautiful goal that Joao Pedro scored. That was a goal, a striker's goal. It was there causing problems for the defenders, stretching the back line. And it looked rehearsed, it looked prepared, it looked like a team that had 8 days to work on patterns, only for us to capitulate the way we did. And I just quickly want to touch on VAR, on the penalty incident, because it's becoming so frustrating. It's becoming so ridiculous now. Okay, because there was a clear contact in the box. A very, very clear imbalance and clear case for review. VAR doesn't even intervene at all. Again, that's very frustrating for me. But the uncomfortable truth here is that we should not even be here having this discussion at all, whether VAR intervene or not, because we should have put Burnley to the sword. Palmer kept missing sitters, and the rest kept like, I really do not understand what they did. I understand they went on break and all that. They traveled and were in Dubai having fun for a few days and all. But then it came back. You trained. So what exact training did they actually work on? Did you guys do? Because you guys need to start being accountable for the kind of results you get. It's becoming so ridiculous at this point. We should not be having this discussion about VAR. We should not be depending on VAR to interfere if we had actually finished our dinner. We had chances before that. We had control before that, and We had opportunities to end the game, to end it in the last minute. Liam Delap was what would have been the worst case scenario if he had just used his inside foot to curl the ball. But what did Delap do? He used his full leg to smash, and it went out of the stadium, out complete. I'm sure the ball hasn't even landed yet. How many times we've had 4 good years since Bluco and Clelic took over, and this is just what we. How many transfer windows have we had? Are we going to keep? Are we still going to keep hiding under the excuse that these players or couple of players are still too young or they lack experience and all that? £2 billion spent, over £2 billion spent, and this is what we have to show for it. There's not enough experience to be able to ride out the storm in situations like this. It's crazy, man. Joao Pedro scored, kept dropping into pockets, spinning in behind defenders and pressing from the front. It just kept making Burnley uncomfortable. It didn't stand there, okay, which is very good for Joao Pedro because it looks like the person who actually wants to make something happen. It looked like that. Okay, he was involved all through until he got taken off. And then we get red carded. Fofana gets red carded. Okay, for a Burnley team that could not even string 10 passes together, they find it very difficult to move the ball to the up top. Okay, and Liam Rosinot decided to take off decided to take off Fofana. He gets red carded. He decides to take off Palmer and brings on Uncle Tosin for a Burnley side. We were 10 man against Newcastle, and we scored Newcastle with a 10-man team. And we're messing up with Burnley. According to Nizar Kinsella, Chelsea have dropped a league high 19 points from winning position in the Premier League this season. Also have a league high 6 red cards. This is how bad it is. 19 points from winning positions. Jesus. And this is what Liam Rosiner had to say. He said, it was asked as regards to defending set pieces and lack of concentration. He said, both. We train them. I protect my players. There are players on the pitch who were assigned to do a job who didn't do their job. Yeah, that is what has cost us the 2 points today. And then he talked about the red card. He said that wasn't on Wesley. That was on our performance. And from the first goal, we lacked decision. I wanted us to create wave after wave of attack. We were too safe in possession. And he talked about the mindset. He said there are certain values you need to have in your team. The best team that wins titles win the game 1-0 when they don't have the best performances. That should have been 1-0 today. I know what we need to get there. It's not about the youth. And then he talked about Esteval, sorry. Esteval was missing. He said he felt some discomfort around his hamstring area, and they wanted to take precautionary measures with regards to that. Okay, and finally, Liam Rosino said something. He said too many times Leeds we set fire to 2 points. We set fire to 2 points today. Regardless of being ruthless and creating goals, it's not enough clean sheet. There's not enough clean sheet. There are not enough basics and values of defending set pieces. And is spot on here. Okay, it's one thing to try to protect your player, and there's another thing to be factual and be honest with yourself, especially when you have cameras and the world looking at you. Whoever was assigned to mark or close down Fleming and got distracted or was doing something else needs to be spoken to. Too many times we've seen situations like this. We have problems defending set pieces, or we do not. When there's a set piece issue, most times than not, the ball ends up at the back of the net, and that's not good enough for a team like Chelsea that wants to be challenging. And at this point, it's becoming so ridiculous. Okay, we didn't kill our game. We had opportunity to do that. Okay, clear shooting opportunities, extra touches taken, shots dragged wide, and passing instead of shooting. Like, it's just today's indecision today was off the roof, like completely off the chart. And it's just I don't know, man. This is so disappointing. It's so disappointing. Okay, Burnley, when Wolves were not as bad as Burnley. Wolves were not as bad as Burnley. And that's how, no disrespect to Burnley, but that's how bad Burnley were today. Still yet, they were able to make a point of us. How do we come on in the second half and then intensity drops? I really don't understand. The press was not as sharp. The passes were not crisp as they used to be, or we've been seeing in the last few games since Liam Rosinot took charge. The urgency in game just dipped, and Burnley actually sensed it and decided that they could actually do something, and they did. How can we be playing in front of our home crowd and we come up with this kind of performance? Then Fofana gets himself sent off, and it's supposed to be remorseful. But what? This team lacks accountability. It's supposed to be remorseful, but what did he do? He's smirking. He was smirking. He was smirking, knowing fully well that you cannot put your team in that kind of position. We find it difficult to be able to win a game 11v11. How much more we could go one man down? Burnley sensed that. They felt they could get some. They nearly got the second goal. They nearly got the second goal. And why? Because there was no one. Whoever was supposed to mark the player wasn't there. We have all the bodies in the box 18, and no one is marking anyone. I really don't understand why they even bothered to be in the box 18 in the first place. Guys need to do better. Now we are going to the Emirates. I can't even think. I can't even imagine what's going to happen to us at the Emirates if we come up with this kind of performance. This is nothing to write home about. 8 good days. Your Lord should be ashamed of yourself. And this is starting from the top to the bottom, to the very least. The defensive organization after the red card is what even really pissed me off. Even with 10 men, you should be able to salvage, keep your win. How many minutes more? How many minutes left to the end of the game? And that's what Liam Rosino just touched on. Even when we have bad performances and we eventually were able to get a goal, we should be able to protect it regardless of the situation. How many times, how long are we going to keep saying this team is young or inexperienced? Tosin is about 28 years old. Rhys James is one of the senior players. We have Trevor Chalobah as well. I mean, these guys have been playing. They should have enough experience. And this is what we get served. No communication, no aggression. No one is tracking anyone in the box 18. For something that's supposed to be defensively organized. How does someone arrive on mat for a clear header? 2 times. 2 times. And then we start to see the same mental collapse that we used to see in the beginning of the season and then last season. It's crazy, man. 8 days, and this is what makes me even more pissed. Like, you guys are really whining me. You're trying to wind me up, man. 8 good days. We work on finishing. drill, defensive set piece, reinforced discipline. Nothing, nothing was obvious today. None of that was on the field today. I'm not even going to call up. The only person I'm going to say did well is probably Joao Pedro, Enzo Fernandez, and that's basically all for me. Our finishing across the front line is so concerning and so poor. It's beyond horrific. Our defensive marking, I do not know if it's zonal or if it's man mark, or it just doesn't make any sense to me. We lack discipline. We lack the experience to manage our games. We lack mental resilience. Everything just looked off today. And then we go into the Emirates. Oh God. And then Aston Villa, and then Everton, and then Manchester City, and then Manchester United, Newcastle. I mean, these are not forgiving fixtures. If we cannot beat Leeds, we cannot beat Burnley at our own ground. Why should anyone even believe we'll be able to get even a point at the Emirates and much more dominate? You start to believe when you have consistency in result. Right now, we are so inconsistent, and we keep talking about the immense talent that this crop of players have, starting from Esteval to Delap to Joao Pedro, and name all of them. And sometimes we're exciting to watch sometimes, but we're not ruthless. We need to learn to be ruthless. That's what separates the top team from the others. And right now, we are just below them. Arsenal have been able to grind out results many times. One goal, protect a 1-goal lead. How can we not protect a 1-goal lead in our home ground, in front of our own fans? It's starting to look like a curse, man. I mean, it's not, you don't need a rocket scientist to tell you to mark everyone that shows up in the box 18 to protect the 1-goal lead. The previous generation, players like Lampard, Drogba, Ballack, Terry, name them, Carvalho, name all of them, Peter Cech, won many times with a 1-goal lead, and they protect it. Even when they're one man down, they grind everything. But these guys, these current ones, I just do not understand. And then Palmer misses chances or miss sitters, and then he's smiling. What's so funny? What's funny? And then 8 days, this is what we produce, the same flaws that we've had. We want to be serious. We need to tell ourselves the truth. We need to tell us. I just do not even care. Bluko out. Everyone out. Okay? Everyone out. The next run of fixtures won't forgive this kind of softness at all. And I, as a fan, okay, I'm tired of repeating the same thing over and over again. These guys were there for the taking today, and then we just ended up messing it up. And it's just so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Now we have to be hoping, because this is just what's going to be now. We have to be hoping, we have to hope that Liverpool do not win their game tomorrow. We also have to hope that Manchester United do not win their game against Everton on Monday. And yet we call ourselves serious. We are not serious. We are not. Let me know what you guys think about everything I've said. And I dare anyone to come on the comment section to tell me that I'm being negative. There's nothing positive about what I saw today. We only showed up for 4, 5, maximum 10 minutes. And the rest was rubbish, absolutely unacceptable. Let me know what you guys think about everything I've said in the comment section below. And don't forget to like this video and let me know what you guys think. I want to hear what you guys' thoughts are regarding this game, because we are heading into a tough run of fixtures, and it's not looking good. It's not looking good. And that's why I'm so angry. The loss against the draw against Leeds and the draw against today's game against Burnley we had won, would have given us an opportunity to at least close the gap and given us a chance to fight. But now we're going into this and we know that we cannot win all this. It's impossible for us to win. I stand corrected, but I don't see us picking up 3 points at the Emirates. I don't see us picking up 3 points at Villa. I don't see us. We probably can pick up 3 points at Villa. What about we go to Manchester City, or Manchester City come down to the bridge rather? What about Man United? We still have to go to the Anfield. Anyway, guys, don't forget to turn on your notification bell. There's another video that will be coming out tomorrow. So don't forget to turn on your notification bell and check this space out, because Chelsea have actually got a new front of shirt sponsor, and I'll be here to talk about that tomorrow. So if there's anything else, it'll also be added to the video. Don't forget, it's Chelsea first, arrivals next. Peace.